You do not need to be perfect to be worthy, and the very things that you once considered flaws may become your unique signature. Welcome back to another episode of LiveWabiSabi podcast, where we celebrate imperfect journeys, authentic conversations, and people creating meaningful impact in the world. Well, I am your host, Shilpi Gupta Shah, founder, LiveWabiSabi. My vision is to create spaces for women across globe so that they could share their expertise and lived experiences, obviously, to our community, to everyone who is listening out there. And my mission is to transform unconventional paths into stories and share it with the world, helping everyone, specifically women, normalize career breaks, setbacks, embrace imperfection, celebrate their own unique self, and move forward with confidence, purpose, personally and professionally. So, every conversation in this podcast is an opportunity to learn from the expertise of our guests and understand how they are trying to create meaningful impact while embracing the beauty of being unapologetically themselves. Well, today I am delighted to be in conversation with a woman who is passionate about empowering women through connection, confidence, and community. So, we have with us today Sadia Hussain, a women empowerment life coach, educator, entrepreneur, proud mother, founder of Dynamic Divas Networking, and CEO of Herbal Halo UK. Sadia understands that building a business while managing family responsibilities and personal ambitions isn't always easy. And perhaps that is why she has created spaces where women don't have to feel like they are building alone. Through Dynamic Divas, she is bringing women together across UK to connect, collaborate, support one another, and grow without judgment or competition. While through Hello and her coaching work, of course, she is helping women invest in themselves in different ways. So today, let's discover the women behind the work, the purpose behind the business, and the journey that shaped the woman she is today. So welcome to Live Wabi Sabi podcast, Sadia. How are you feeling in this session today?
Thank you so much, Shilpi, for inviting me. I am super excited to connect with you today.
Thank you so much for joining, Sadia. And before moving ahead, in the podcast, please let us know from which part of world you have joined and what's the time at your place.
Yeah, we've come from the UK and it is 12 o'clock here, just lunchtime.
Okay. So whatever information I have about you, Sadia, is through your LinkedIn or Instagram. So is there anything which you would like to, like tell us about yourself? Please go ahead and introduce yourself to our viewers in your own words.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. Yeah, you've pretty much said everything. I am the CEO of Herbal Halo, which is an organic and natural skin and hair care brand. And prior to that, I am a mother, so I understand what women go through, juggling lots of plates. And rightly so, I've created Dynamic Divas, which is a safe space for women to network, collaborate from all over the world, and just have a safe space for women to get together and empower each other. And I'm just so passionate about helping women build their confidence, discover their purpose, and create meaningful success, both in business and life. So you've just pretty much explained everything, Shilpi.
Yeah, that's such a great initiative, Sadias, and kudos to the work you are doing. So before we, like talk about Dynamic Divas or Herbal Hello, I want to begin with you. Like every woman we meet, carries a story of becoming. moments of there are moments of uncertainty or responsibility or reinvention, right? So what experiences or challenges or turning points, I mean, any few any few which shaped Sadia into a woman or entrepreneur or the leader she is today? So please let us know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's always a story to every person. And my story is I was a young mom and my child had really severe bad eczema. I was that young mom. I had sleepless nights. Doctors kept prescribing cream after cream. Nothing was changing. So I looked on Google and I started to discover the organic and natural skin and hair care brand. I had no qualifications. So being that young mom, I built myself up. I finished my degree. I had a passion in the organic skincare hair industry. I did another course and I'm a formulator, skin and hair care formulator. And then doing business alone and building my brand for 3 years on my own, it was really lonely. It was such a lonely journey, and everybody's doing what they're doing. And then you're at home watching the children, but when they've gone to school and youth club and things like that, it's just you picking up the work. And it became so lonely that I started to join networking groups. Once I started networking groups, I just met so many wonderful women out there, and I thought, you know what, it's a new world. And it started from there. And then I created Dynamic Divas, and it's been 6 months, Shilpi. And honestly, the 6 months so far have been absolutely amazing. I'm meeting people from all across the UK, worldwide, and people are connecting to me on that level. And if I can inspire women, and if they can inspire me, that's my job done, really.
Okay, okay. Wow. I mean, that's I mean, that's lovely. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Sadia, you wear many hats, right? I mean, when I go through your profile, there are so many hats you are wearing. I mean, you are into so many things. So, for someone who is discovering you for the first time, how would you explain them? I mean, what's your bigger purpose connecting all these, different roles?
My bigger purpose would be, foremost, is I always like to say I'm a mother, because I understand women. We juggle so many plates, 101 plates. We wear so many hats. My purpose is to connect women from all over, and I'm doing it from all over the UK. And now women worldwide are recognizing me as well, and they know the impact. When women come together we are powerful. Doing things alone, it's nice, but when you have that collaboration, partnership, we lift each other up.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So do you aspire to make it I mean, across globe, or will it be for UK, for women entrepreneurs only in UK?
I mean, I've connected with you, Shilpi, and you're across the world. So I can see Dynamic Divas definitely going worldwide. That is the
Okay.
to connect
Wow.
women.
Perfect. Perfect. So when I checked about Dynamic Divas, it isn't simply about exchanging business cards, I guess, or attending networking events. You have created it around connection or collaboration, and including women and supporting women. So what did you notice was missing in traditional networking that made you say that I want to create Dynamic Divas?
Yeah, definitely. Normal networking, you go in, you meet a lot of people, you take business cards, and that's it. It stops there. But with Dynamic Divas, together we are powerful. That's my motto. And they come to my networking events. We've got a lovely WhatsApp community support group here in the UK, in 7 different cities. I am hoping to expand it. And like you said, I am hoping to expand it worldwide as well. Women don't just come to my networking, they promote themselves, they talk about business, they share ideas, problems, they collaborate, they leave the rooms having each other's social media. So if they want to collaborate, and I've had a lot of women do that at my networking events, they'll just reach out to each other, and it's just a supportive community that I want to create, which is more than just exchanging business cards.
Oh, wow. I love that. I love that.
Thank
So,
you.
Sadia, you often speak about collaboration rather than competition. And you currently have women connecting through communities across different cities, I guess, through London, Cambridge, Leeds, what I like saw at your website. So for a woman who is listening and who says that, I am shy, or I am new to business, or maybe I don't know anyone, so how can meaningful networking actually change her personal or professional journey?
Definitely, Shilpi. You know what? I like to be authentic, even on social media. I don't like to paint a picture. I was that woman once. I was shy. I didn't want to get out, meet new people. But ultimately, what I can say to any woman, because I've been there and I know how it feels, I would say just get out your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is your biggest downfall. The moment when it is uncomfortable, the moment when you're putting yourself out there, that is when the real growth and elevation happens in your life. It's transformational. You have to be in the right environments, you have to be with the right kind of people, and honestly, your life will change. If it's one conversation, will lead to motivation, ideas, inspiration. So definitely for women that are saying, I'm shy, I don't want to, I'm just going to say, get out your comfort zone. It's straightforward as that. You have to be in the environment. You've just got to literally put yourself out there, even when you don't want to. And after that, you're going to feel amazing.
Wow, that makes so much of sense. I mean, coming out of your comfort zone. I mean, that's so true. And sometimes, women don't need business strategy. They need someone to believe in them before they can believe in themselves. So, when it comes to, being a coach, like as a women empowerment life coach and educator, what are some of the biggest limiting beliefs or struggles you see women dealing in? And also, how do you help them move from self doubt to, confidence, I mean, self confidence and action?
Yeah, definitely. I see it all the time. And I've seen it in myself when I was that woman, young woman, trying to navigate the world. Um, it's your own self talk. I think the mindset is big. So being in that negative mindset, thinking you're not good enough, thinking what might other people think of me if I put myself out there, overthinking. As humans, we're conditioned over time. And I think as we get older, we need to learn to unwire the generational curses, the limiting beliefs. As women, we need to take the stand, be on the speaker, and collaborate and have women empowerment. And as a life coach, I do help women recognize that these thoughts are not facts. We are not conditioned. We can change our mindset, we can change our life through positive self talk and making slow changes every day. We work towards your next steps, your goals. As a life coach, I don't tell you what to do. It's ultimately up to you as a client to decide. And once you decide, your subconscious mind is so powerful. The neuroplasticity links that you're going to make, being in the right environments and people, is going to ultimately change your life. If we can change our life even 1% every day, there's 365 days in a year, and 365% of that change, your life is just going to change for the better.
Oh, yes, yes. I mean, that's so true. And when you talked about overthinking, I had this quote, I read this quote somewhere, that when you can overthink the worst, then why can't you overthink the best? So I guess if it comes to overthinking, then maybe, one should try like overthinking about the best, parts or best phases of life. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sadia. And now coming to your business, like Herbal Hello. So, since you are the CEO of Herbal Halo, and that is, I guess, a natural skincare brand. So, tell us something about Herbal Halo. That what inspired you to create it, and what does the brand maybe stand for, or what makes your approach, to natural skincare different? Because there are a number of products out there.
Yeah, definitely, Shilpi. We are hoping to make Herbal Halo, worldwide. That is the dream. Um, it's not just a brand, it's got a story behind the brand. My child, being a young mom, had severe eczema, like I said, and I was that young mom where your friends are going out, you're at home, and you've got all these struggles, and it is lonely. got no sleep. Doctors kept prescribing medication, lots of different creams. And I thought, you know what, hang on a minute, this is not solving the problem. I started to research into the organic natural industry, and I tell you not, I used some of the products, and over time, they were helping my child's skin. It helped me. My skin was more nourished. I was feeling happier within myself, not using these chemicals. I became so passionate in the organic skincare hair industry that I just wanted to learn more. After I'd finished my degree off, I thought, this is my next venture in life. I want to go in this industry. I've got no business skills. I've got no um, organic and hair care, nothing. I had no skills at all. So what I did was just build myself up. I took the online course by a well-known American company, paid hundreds of pounds to learn. And then once I did that, I launched my first hair oil. I will be having skincare as well. But yeah, that's how my story started. And I just want to inspire other mothers that they can do whatever they wish to do. You know, the world's your oyster and you've got to follow your dreams.
Oh, wow. I just love that.
I'm
Thank
just
you
so
so
passionate. I could talk forever, Shilpi.
No worries. Thank you so much for sharing that. So now coming to Wabi Sabi aspect of things, Sadia, that at Live Wabi Sabi, we believe in all the incomplete, impermanent, and imperfect, nature of things and life. And we see that, none of us are perfect. When you look at your own journey from motherhood and education to now entrepreneurship, coaching, and building communities. So, where do you see Wabi Sabi in your life?
Definitely. Honestly, I can see you in my life right now. I appreciate coming onto this networking journey. I'm going to be real. I absolutely appreciate when people come to me, when they reach out to me. I just find it absolutely heartwarming when people say, Sadia, we want you on our magazine, we want you on our podcast. As adults, entrepreneurship can be a lonely journey as well, because ultimately you're just working by yourself and it's you. And I absolutely loved it when you reached out to me. I was like, oh, somebody wants to hear about my story. It makes you feel quite special. That every day you don't feel that because you're just working away, working away. You don't see the impact that you're making. And when you reached out to me, Shilpi, I'm going to be honest, I felt loved. I felt, oh my God, she wants to work with me. I can see a future with us. We can collaborate. I would love to be in your magazine. I'd love to give you credit on my social media. I'd love to have this posted on my Instagram, tag you in any way I can support Wabi Sahabi. I am up for this, and being a woman's ambassador, I love doing things like this, and it's absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that for us, for Wabi Sabi community. And you already are a community builder. So I mean, that's your true self. Thank you so much, Sadia, for being so kind. And now, Sadia, at Live Wabi Sabi podcast, we generally, talk about self love talks. So self love shorts, sorry. So, what are your daily doses of self love shots which you don't miss on a regular basis?
Yeah, definitely. I think self love is the most important kind of love. As the years have gone by, I have improved in my self love. And I think when your own cup is full, that's when you can pour back into other people's cups. In terms of self love, gratitude is a big thing for me. 3 things that make you grateful every day. Just wake up. 3 simple things: your water, just being able to, see, being able to eat. And then before I go to bed, one big win that you've had during the day. And I am a firm believer in God. And I believe that, gratitude and self love is the ultimate way to keep happy. Um, and that's it, really. Just pour back into yourself. You are your number one. So if we are being happy, then we can pour back into other people, into our children, into our family. So it all does start from yourself. Self-care is a big one for me. Anytime I'm feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated, I like to recharge. I like to just sit by myself, reflect, go for daily walks, eat healthy, be around like-minded people, the environments, everything around you is self-love, and you've got to be in the right environments, people, nourish your mind, body, and soul. I think that's definitely self-love as well.
I love this part. Nourish your mind, body, and soul. And that is true self love. And that is the best thing we could do for ourselves. So, wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. And, Sadia, like every woman has that one song that can change her energy in seconds.
I've got it
So,
for you.
okay. So, what's that one song that instantly makes you unstoppable?
Yeah, definitely. I was going to play it, but the adverts are playing. It's Make an Impact. And honestly, if I can play you a little bit of it,
Sure.
if I can get it on Shilpi, because with technology, you press one thing when the adverts come on. But yeah, I'll have to tag the song as well. And it's just a song about being impactful and having that inspiration on other women. And the lyrics are just so. I'll play a little bit. So stand up, say something, make an impact, let it show. Be the reason others grow. Every post, every word can be the light someone heard. You got fire, don't hold back. But yeah, that's the song, and just the lyrics get to me, and it just gives me that motivation to wanting to make an impact.
Wow, wow. So, entertaining as well as inspirational.
Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful, wonderful. So now, Sadia, we often, carry certain books along with us even after we have finished reading them because they change what we see ourselves or the world. So, which book or books has changed your perspective on life or healing or self worth and why? So, will you like to share? Please go
Yeah,
ahead and share.
definitely. You know what? Everybody is got their own different beliefs, but what brings us together, number one, is that we're all humans, humanity. What I love for me, I'll love for you. And the biggest book for me is the Quran, is the book of God. Um, just teaching us about the way of life, about being humble, about being a good human being. And other books that I hold are authors like Vex King. I love self-help books. I can't name one specific book, but mindset books, books about business, sales, the brain. I think books are the most powerful, and they will change your mindset because the authors in the books are just absolutely phenomenal. They have experiences, they share stories, and it's just a different world out there. I don't particularly read one book at a time. I've got so many books. I'll have 5 to 6 books that I'm reading at the same time, but I'll be in and out of different books. So I would say definitely books will change your life.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. And now a bit fun part, Sadia. Before closing or coming to just pausing this podcast before. Let's have some fun. So, if you could borrow any superpower for 24 hours, what would it be, and why would you use it?
Do you know what, Shilpi? Coming to humanity, if I had a superpower, I would just bring world peace. I'd just sprinkle my magic into the air and just bring world peace. And everyone is just at peace. They're getting along with each other. Not having no arguments, not having anything else that you see in the media nowadays. I would just sprinkle my magic everywhere and everyone would get along. So yeah, that would be my superpower. And I think it'd be fun.
Okay, okay. If everyone is at peace, then wow. World will be such a better place. So
Definitely.
now, Sadia, behind every woman building something meaningful, there is often someone who quietly says, keep going. So, who has been your biggest cheerleader or support system? And what has that belief in you meant to your journey? Would you like to share about them or name them?
Do you know what? My biggest cheerleaders, and they'll watch this podcast as well, It is my close family. My close family are my biggest cheerleaders. And then, in addition to that, my close friends. They might not understand my journey that I'm on, but they've always been supportive. They've said, Sadia, follow your dreams, chase your dreams, do what makes you happy in life. And then my other biggest cheerleader, and I have to say this, hand on my heart, is strangers in capital letters. Strangers are your biggest motivators, I believe, sent by God. They're absolute angels. I'll meet a stranger who's on the same path as me. They'll motivate me, they'll inspire me. We connect, we resonate because we're all on the same journey. And strangers have been my biggest blessing so far on this journey. They're absolutely angels, and I can't say anything else, honestly.
Okay. I mean, that's the part of being grateful, to everyone, like whom we connect. So that's okay. Thank you so much for sharing that. And now, if there is, like a woman who is listening to us today, who feels alone or overwhelmed or afraid to take her next step, so what would you want her to remember? I mean, what is that one message you would like her to carry with her after this conversation?
Yeah, definitely. I would say to that woman, I've been there, live outside your comfort zone. Just live outside your comfort zone. And that's when the true life is going to begin. And it's going to be so transformational that it's just going to change your life.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we always want, Sadia, that our conversations could offer, something tangible to our listeners. So, how can people connect with you or Dynamic Divas or Herbal Halo? I mean, do you have any free resource or free buy you could share with the community? So,
Yeah,
please let us know.
definitely. Honestly, Instagram, Dynamic Divas, my website. I'm recently on LinkedIn. We're on Facebook, TikTok. Anyone, I'm open to collaborating with anyone, or if people want to reach out to me, I'm more than happy. The free resources that I do have is in the UK currently, I've got my WhatsApp groups. We are hoping to go globally there. We are also looking at free online masterclasses and PDFs. So I am got that in the background happening. So I'm happy for anything, honestly, and people are
Okay.
welcome to reach out to me.
So, is your WhatsApp group for everyone, or is it only for entrepreneurs or women from Dynamic Divas?
No, it's for everyone, Shilpi. At the minute, it's in the UK, across 7 cities. We are hoping to go global as well with this. And
Okay.
like I said, if people want to connect to me, I'm on Instagram, and I'm more than happy to collaborate, podcast, do what we're doing today. It's just, inspired by everyone.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. That was such a wonderful conversation. Thank you so much for bringing your story, your wisdom, and your honesty to Live Wabi Sabi podcast, Sadia. I love that, your journey reminds us that empowerment isn't always about standing in the spotlight yourself. Sometimes, it's about creating spaces where another woman feels confident enough to step into hers. And I loved your message that come out of your comfort zone and there are a number of opportunities. So that's so true. Thank you so much for sharing that. And well, to everyone who is watching and listening, if this conversation inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe to Live Wabi Sabi podcast so that you may not miss our next episode. Also, don't forget to share this episode with your friends or family who could benefit from the insights of Sadia. You can also share your biggest takeaway in the comments below. And to connect with Sadia, learn more about her work, you can check the link in the comments below. We will be sharing it later on. And if any one of you would like to share your own experience or explore a future opportunity, you can book a call with me. You can find the link in the description. And before we say goodbye, I would like to leave you with this reminder that your imperfections are not your flaws, they are your unique signature. So, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Sadia. Anything you want to leave us with, any message if you wish to share, please go ahead and share.
I'd just like to say a big thank you, Shilpi, to you. You are an amazing woman and you've invited me to the podcast. Keep doing what you're doing and keep shining. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a great day and time ahead. Keep shining and inspiring. Bye bye.
Okay, bye-bye.